Hi, I'm Derek, and I am an open-handed player. Hi, I'm Derek, and welcome to a new video here on my English YouTube channel. And often when I play live or when people watch my videos, I get the comments after the concert or under the videos in the comments that it looks a little bit strange when they see someone who is not crossing the hands. And for me, it's the same. When I see drum set player who play open-handed, it looks strange for me too. But this is the way how I have learned it. So I give you a little bit of background story. So I grew up in the 80s, 90s, last century, of course, and on the countryside, and there was no internet, and on TV we had only 3 channels, and there were only a few drum teachers around. And one friend from school who also played drums, he showed me a drum teacher who was the best drummer in this area. And this guy played open-handed because he said on the right-handed setup drums, but he was left-handed, or he is left-handed, and played the hi-hat cymbals and also the right cymbals with the left hand. I'm a little bit different because I'm right-handed, so I write with my right hand, and I do all the things like teeth brushing with my right hand, etc. And the right hand is my stronger hand. But he taught me to play this way, and there was no question, no alternative. And of course, there played a lot of drummers around crossed. And when you had the opportunity or the chance to see a live concert or sometimes on TV, all the drummers played cross-handed. But I started to play this way, and I'm still playing like this today. And of course, on my long journey, when I studied drums, etc., there was always the conflict, maybe to switch to the right hand, because most of the material is for right-handed drummers and not for open-handed. There are some books out now, I think from Klaus Hessler and Dom Famularo and some other guys, with a method or which teaches you to play open-handed. So the thing for me is, when I play open-handed, so I have the sticks like this, I'm leading with the left hand on the hi-hat and the right hand the snare drum. It's easy for me to read in a drum book the hi-hat pattern, and then just I play transferred to the other hand. It's not very, it's very easy to do this. But when I play drum fill-ins, like this on this drum setup, then of course, or not of course, but I play them most of the time right hand lead. I will demonstrate later a few things I'm doing. But then when I finished the drum break or drum fill in, I play the crash cymbal and play the groove again with the left hand on the hi-hat. There are a few things which are great when you play open-handed, and this video is not about open-handed is the way and it's better, and it's absolutely not. It's how you feel, okay? You have to try. So one story, I had a student here, and she was really struggling with playing cross-handed, and we tried a lot of exercises. She was originally right-handed, and yeah, she was trying and was really struggling. And then in one lesson, I've said to her, let's switch hands. And then, bam, this was the right decision for her. And then she switched and felt very comfortable playing open-handed. What I like about playing open-handed is that you have the right hand, you have a lot of freedom and space. Okay, so when I was a teenager, when I started playing drums, I started with punk music, believe it or not, but yeah. And this was great for me because I could play with a lot of power on my snare drum without adjusting the hi-hat and crossing the sticks and having problems that the sticks hit together. But of course, there are thousands, hundred thousands or more drummers out there who play very loud music and play cross-headed. But for me, this was great to play that way. And also what you can do, this is also great to play with the left hand on the hi-hat or the cymbal. I will demonstrate a few examples later. And you can play with the right hand around the drums while you play with the left hand on the hi-hat. And when you play crossed, then it's not very easy, okay? So, now we'll demonstrate a simple basic groove, the way I play, and then I play a drum fill in. In this setup here with the crash cymbal on the left side and the right cymbal on the right side, this is my teaching setup so that students can see how they should play or but when I play live, then I will switch the cymbals. So the right cymbal is here, and the crash cymbal here, but I will do this also later. So again, one simple 8th note groove and a simple 16th note fill in around the drums, leading with my right hand. So after the drum fill in, which I'm leading with the right hand most of the time, I'm ending the fill in on one with the crash cymbal, also with the right hand, and then I'm switching back to my open-handed position. Okay, this works for me. I've also seen a left-handed drummer playing open-handed, and he was leading all the drum fill-ins with the left hand on this setup. Okay, so there are a lot of varieties and possibilities. You have to check out what you feel most comfortable with. Okay, now I will play a groove for you with the left hand here on the hi-hat and improvise with the right hand on the drums. And this is, as I mentioned before, also an advantage to play open-handed. Of course, for cross-handed drummers, then you can switch to another hi-hat, maybe a remote hi-hat here on the right side, and then you have also the left hand, okay, which can move around the drums. But with this standard drum set, for me, it works this way. Okay, so little demonstration, leading left hand and the right hand around the drums. Okay, so you can play with the left hand, maybe a more advanced pattern, and then you can improvise. This was a kind of Latin, pop, samba, fusion mixed improvisation, okay? So one problem is, before I switch the cymbals and change the setup, is when you play, for example, Latin beats with a rim click or in general when you play rim clicks, because when you play here a rim click in this position, okay, I play This is not a problem, but when you have to switch the drums very quickly, especially in a Latin beat, okay? When you play the conga pattern, clack, to boom boom, clack, to boom boom, clack, boom boom. When you play with this position, so crossed and then open here, then it's easier to play fast. Because the tip of the stick or the end of the drumstick is already in the right area, okay? So we play. But now I will switch the cymbals as I mentioned, and then I will play the beat again, leading with my left hand on the right cymbal. So welcome back, and as you can see, I've switched the cymbals. This is almost my setup, not 100%. But here's the right cymbal. So I can play the hi-hat or the left hand on the hi-hat and the right cymbal. Switch here. And then here's my crash cymbal, okay? Sometimes you can also watch this in other videos here on my channel. I like to have a second crash cymbal over here, so I can play from here to here when I end a fill in or just want to play crash cymbal with my left hand, okay? And yes, as I mentioned, I will now demonstrate to you the Latin beat with a rim click with this kind of open-handed position, okay? So it's so this is a little bit more stressful, and as I mentioned, it's not 100% the setup. The cymbal, the right cymbal would be a little bit more to the left and the hi-hat, but yeah, it's just to demonstrate it. So with the left hand now I play a click, and then I have to move the stick like this way from here and this is a very long distance, okay, compared to this, okay, but it works, and yeah, it's only one thing, and you have pro and cons for both kinds of playing. And one more story. So when I've studied in Hamburg at the Conservatory for Music, I had one drum teacher. He was visiting Hamburg. He was playing with the NDR big band, and I was really struggling playing with the left hand, and I saw all the great drummers around and on the internet playing right-handed and with a traditional grip, and the jazz guys, jazz cats. And when I had a lesson with him, he said, "Hey Derek, it's great. So you can be creative and create other sounds, other grooves, other combinations, and don't throw this away and stay with this." And this was a very important lesson for me, and I went out and said, okay, yeah, I stay with this. I don't switch, because when I play cross-handed or leading with my right hand, I can do a few things, because during the long period of time I'm already teaching, I try to play all the stuff right-handed, but it never feels like, for me, in my case, like leading with the left hand. Okay, even if it's the weaker hand, but I've built a kind of sense for the groove, and yeah, so this is my way how I play. Just check out for yourself what you like more, and find a good drum teacher. And it's not about, so sometimes people say, open-handed playing is the way, you have to forget all the styles before, or you never play traditional or never play match grip or something. It's not right. So okay, so find out what you like the most, and how you feel comfortable, and check out different drummers leading with the left hand and what they are doing and what setup they have. There are a lot of drummers out there like Carter Buford and Sam Phillips and Will Kennedy, Billy Cobham, etc., etc. And just try it, okay? And for example, one more thing, when I have I'm playing like a bebop jazz setup, I have two right cymbals. So this would be right cymbal, second one. So then when I switch from one right to the other, then I play this, but then I'm crossing because I'm not playing then with the right hand leading. Yeah, so I stay with the left hand, play my jazz beat, for example, and then switching to the other side, and then I'm crossing my hands, okay? Maybe it looks a little bit strange, but for me it works, it sounds and feels the best for me, but for other drummers, they say, ah, it looks so strange and it's awful, and maybe it doesn't sound so good, but check this out. Let me know what you think about the cross-handed or open-handed playing, and your experience, your opinion, and let's discuss a little bit here in the comments about this topic. And yeah, thanks for watching. Was a little bit more talking today. I hope you understood everything because of my poor English, but yeah. See you next time and have fun. Bye.